I'm freaking locked into herbs, so I'm taking freaking up to 10 to 15 different types of herbs per day. Herbs freaking is the bomb. What's happening, YouTube? What's going on? So, my name is Albert. Did you see the thumbnail? Yo, man. I praised herbs and it caught up to me, bro. Freaking caught up to this dude right here, bro. The story is freaking great. Wow, man. I took herbs for 15 years. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years, bro. Herbs, bro. I was a herb freak. How I praised herbs, how I defended herbs, how I recommended herbs, man. So I'm gonna get into the story. If anyone's new, I'm pretty much just documenting my life here on YouTube. Like since the top of 2023, I've been recording all my workouts real time so I can see how I look, see how this soon to be 60, man. I'll be 60 August 4th, which is like 2 weeks away or something like that. And so like this is the best way to document, man, because there's a lot of stuff going on out there which I don't know what to listen to. You know, the testosterone, my testosterone is great. When you get old, you're not a spring chicken, all this stuff, and do this when you're past 50 and all that stuff is garbage, man. Because I'm doing stuff that people half my age can't do, man. And so anyway, I'm gonna get into my herb story really so that I could do my homework tomorrow, which is to play this back and really reflect on my life with herbs. My life, bro, with herbs, bro. And so what I'm gonna do, actually, I could talk here, man. I could talk here while I'm doing this. I'm gonna I haven't did this in such a long time, this workout right here. And so I remember learning this from someone, and I did it a few times. It's freaking really good. Now, what I'm doing this is for the deltoids and for the biceps, and then I'm gonna freaking rock the biceps. So, my herb story, man. Oh my God. So listen, man. The deal with me getting into herbs was because I got really sick about 10, 12 years ago. But I was taking herbs before that only because I always liked the Chinese and the Oriental stuff with the teas and the ginseng. I got turned on to that. So I've always been taking it, man, in a way, but not like this. So not the way I ended up taking herbs. And so what happened was that I ended up getting terribly sick before the herbs, you know, before I started taking them the way I'm taking them. I was taking them. I quit for about 2 months so far. So I get really sick, right, with this freaking problem that I don't know what the hell happened. Like, it was a red blood cell problem where I freaking was inflamed all over, man. And it's like, I went to see so many different doctors over a year and a half, bro. And they couldn't find anything, bro. But let me tell you how bad this is, bro. This was. What I had was so freaking bad, bro, that I thought I had AIDS. This is the best way for me to describe the sick state that I was in, because it's hard for me to really relate to the symptoms while I'm here, you know, working out and stuff like that. But I really considered, man, I was freaking terrified when I went to check everything. I told them check me for AIDS because the way I felt was how the people with HIV will report. Like, they will report feeling this and feeling that. A whole bunch of freaking symptoms. I had strep throat like 4 times within a year, which is rare, I heard. And then, so anyway, so now, right, I went to the doctors. I went. They couldn't freaking help me now. I left still sick, man. And so my friend told me, bro, a friend of mine, man, at this freaking tea shop, he tells me, dude, freaking lay off. If you're drinking milk, stop. He said, if you're drinking milk, stop. If you're eating meat, stop. If you're eating chicken or any meat, stop. Just freaking turn to watermelons and veggies. So I was desperate, bro, so I did it. And so I turned to that, right? And now accompanied with that was herbs, because that's all I came across. I'm like, herbs. And so I started with all kinds of herbs, man. I can't remember, man, but it was moringa powder. It was spirulina in the beginning, blue algae spirulina, that one. It was a lot of the freaking like conventional, this is like 10, 15 years ago, those type of mixed powders of the greens, the green this and green that. And I started to take the powders. Now, during this phase out of that big problem, I started to get better, like not all the way better, but better. And so the inflammation that I had, it took 9 months for it to go away. And so I'm like, by the way, I'm using unbalanced dumbbells, man. Freaking really good way to freaking activate the freaking biceps. So I'm killing the biceps. So now I go, right? And I really get into herbs because there was a factor that I started to notice, that because my symptoms, bro, could have been cancer, could have been, it was really close to a lot of the arthritic stuff. There was sarcoidosis, which was like, I didn't qualify for it because I'm not, they told me that I needed to be black to have that. So, but I felt all the symptoms of someone who had sarcoidosis, bro. And arthritic problems, rheumatoid arthritis, that. Accompanied with freaking dry cough for months, strep throat, headaches, a lot of freaking stuff. And so now I'm starting to think that I'm taking herbs, I'm feeling better, but I'm carrying something. I'm freaking carrying a problem that needs to be settled through herbs. And now, so now I get really deep into taking all kinds of stuff, man. Green nettle leaf, neem leaf powder, turmeric, mushroom powders, reishi mushroom, turkey tail mushroom, chaga mushroom. And now I'm looking up all these freaking herbs, and they're freaking in the best benefits ever, man, for all kinds of stuff. And so now I'm getting better. Now I'm feeling better. And now I'm like freaking on fire. And so this is where I started to praise herbs, because since I felt better, then shit, man, it's working. And so this thing is working. And so my thing was that I was entering my 50s or 52, 53. And I started to think, I'm at an age where people catch cancers and diabetes. And so, as you get up there in age, we face shit, arthritic stuff, or this, or the bone loss, whatever that's called, arteriosclerosis and dementia. And so I'm like, I gotta stay on this as maintenance, so that if there's something to come, and I praise this, man, even on videos, I say, if there's things to come, let's say I am prone to cancer, or I'm prone to any problem, dementia, my dad died of cancer, and my mom freaking caught dementia, Alzheimer's, something like that. And so I'm like, if I'm prone to that, and herbs help with it, this herb helps with it, that herbs help with it, you take this, man. I couldn't tell you how many freaking herbs I took. I did a video where I showed all the shit that I took, and it's freaking intense. And so now I'm like, I'm freaking locked into herbs. So I'm taking freaking up to 10 to 15 different types of herbs per day, including the testosterone boosters, all of them. Tonkarali, Twin is something, I forgot the names of them, man, but anything for testosterone, I took it. Ginger powders, freaking, my God, I can't even remember the names because they're so freaking intense, but it's freaking intense the amount of stuff I took. Now, I'm taking this with ghee butter, cocoa butter, and honey. And I'm having a freaking morning cocktail full of herbs, bro. And so that's what I did for years, man. And now there was a point where I started to battle, feeling good some days, and then feeling like I was feeling like foggy, slash like I was withdrawing. But it was a heavy, like, drawn feeling like I had, and it's like I used to force myself at that time to work out. After working out, I felt better. And so I said, this is the shit that happened before, so I need to take more herbs. And so I'm freaking at the herb shops, I'm freaking ordering stuff, I'm buying all kinds of stuff, spending like lots of money on herbs, man. The real deal herbs, man. Tonkara leaf with the root, ashwagandha I took maca, red maca, yellow maca, every variety of maca I still have. And so now I went out with friends, right? 4 days, right? We went out. And when I went out, I stopped all the herbs because I can't take it all with me, man. And so I stopped. And when I came back, I felt really, really good. Like clear and like optimal. And I freaking attributed that to the vacation. I said, oh man, it's nice to get away, you know, when you get away a little bit, you feel better. And so I attributed that to a freaking going away. So like I went away a few times for 3 days, for 4 days, for 5 days, stopped the herbs, came back feeling freaking in heaven. And I'm like, man, I need to get away because it was the country, it was the mountains, and so relaxation. And so I'm like, man, there's something about me going away. and so I would get back on the herbs. And then I would land right back into a weird struggle. A weird freaking struggle. Now, mind you, I'm going about my business. No one knows. I'm not saying anything. And long story short, man. Long story short, I started to get a little hint. Because my pee, right, was starting to turn brown. Now, here's the problem with brown pee. It could be the liver. But when I ate beets, I would pee red. Now, the mushrooms are brown. So I thought, nah, I don't go to the doctors, man. I just don't. So this is hard. Like, anyone would say, dude, you should just get checked up and that's it. But I never haven't been to a doctor 18, 19 years. And so that's out of the picture for me. So because I'm just not into any medical intervention whatsoever. So now I'm peeing brown. When I stop the herbs, it goes back to normal. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm not worried because I have this thing ongoing for so freaking long, and it's not like it wasn't crashing me down because I was still stronger than, like, I'm working out, so I'm way stronger at my best 10 years ago. You know, so I'm over here like in a weird state of not being clear. And so anyway, now for the punchline, I stopped the herbs, man. I started to slow down. What I started to do is that I started to take herbs every other day. Then I would take it like 3 times a week. Then I started to just knock off a lot of the herbs that I was taking just to see, until one day it just stopped. Like, I narrowed it down to the point where I just stopped, bro. And I freaking started to just feel better. Like that thing, that foggy heaviness thing, that stressful kind of feeling that I was carrying was freaking me detoxing off of these herbs, bro. Now, let me tell you, bro, herbs freaking is the bomb. Herbs really rock the house. But I had a friend that told me, get off of me enough because you've been taking them way too long. Your body's freaking like those herbs are going right through you. They're freaking root herbs, they're earth herbs. And so you freaking going to the bathroom and you're freaking like there's nothing left in you. Like you're good, you're clean, she told me. And she made so much sense. But I was a herb freak. So I couldn't really listen to her. So anyway, jumping back to the place where I'm actually free from herbs, the synopsis like is that herbs, if I caught anything, cancer, and I'll go straight to herbs and I'll rock the house right now. But at a certain point, stop. And that's what I didn't do. And so what happened is that it had the reverse effect on me. Like the herbs did its job. I'm strong, I feel better than ever. I'm clear, I sleep great. My digestive system scares me. The way I go to the bathroom is incredible, and how much and how frequent and how freaking awesome compared to when it was freaking just not good. And so I praise herbs to give myself the message that the herbs have its place. But when you freaking overdo it and take it, then and it's not needed, and you're taking so many, it opposes its purpose. Now my argument, because this Suguru guy was saying the same thing. He was talking about herbs like I'm talking about them, but I didn't want to listen to him because he was talking about you take them when you get sick for a specific reason. But now I was trying to wonder, why do we have to wait till we get sick? Like, why not do preventive? I was trying to prevent. Like, I was trying to take herbs as a way to prevent. And so he was right, but I had to figure that out by myself. There was no way I could take his advice unless I really, really did it myself, because I was scared to stop. I took herbs for every single day for so freaking long, for so many years, so many different varieties that I was afraid to stop. And so anyway, finally when I did stop and everything, you know, what Suguru said was correct, what my girl told me was correct, and what I'm here to say now is that I'm off herbs for about 2 months plus or something like that, maybe 3 months, and I'm feeling fantastic. When I say I'm feeling fantastic, I'm feeling freaking fantastic, man. And so my energy level, my everything for a soon-to-be 60-year-old, man. And I am freaking like, it's like a gift. When you're feeling foggy and lost, and like I felt like I had to push myself so much, and my head was like, it's such a gift for me to now quit, and my body now is, I even dropped weight and everything, man. It's really great. I'm 67 kg, 67 kg, bro. I saw 66.9 or something like that. Because since I stopped the herbs and I stopped the honey and I stopped the ghee, all that extra fat or whatever it had, or the volume or whatever I was eating, I'm not eating that anymore. I also developed a freaking nose run that was crazy every single day. And so I think that was the nuts. It's really, really crazy what I got into. And so another thing that I want to tell myself is that there's a certain phase of life where maybe you could do a certain thing and get away with it. Then later on, you have to switch your diet. I'm starting to learn more that my body is contingent upon certain factors of its own phases. And that maybe I may have to eat all the fruits I'm eating one day and turn to meats because my body may need that at that time. Or not. Or maybe less. Or maybe more stuff, because as I age, I realize that my bodily needs for the type of stuff that it consumes changes. And so I was a meat eater before, and I can't do that a lot. I don't digest meats well. I can have it once in a while, and so I have chicken once in a while, and I have fish. I have salmon and all that stuff. I prefer fish, but my fruit diet is really freaking heavy. So right now, man, my objective here is to freaking just knock out more biceps, because my biceps were failing. Let's see, let's take a look. my biceps, I feel like look better now. I'm less weight, so I have to factor all these things in. So that's my freaking herb story, man. This is a freaking 15 years story. It almost feels like I'm not doing a good job conveying the message, because it's such, the herbs was such a staple. I freaking yelled at a friend of mine, bro, telling him in a nice way that he was stupid, because I was telling him that, you know, look at all the freaking problems we face. Look at how much cancer people get inflicted with. How much this and how much that, how much that. And I'm like, herbs are here. They're freaking could be something that we could be taking for at least a precautionary measure, and you're not even considering it. And he was kind of like battling his own thing. And so I was like, in a nice way, calling him stupid. Like, what's wrong with you? Why can't you wake up? Now, it may have been that he could have used it. It also could be that I abused it, because I was taking 2 scoops of tonka de leaf, turmeric, neem leaf powder, and a slew of other stuff. A slew. Basil this, honey basil this, lemon balm. I think that I think I took 80% of the herbs. I just can't remember all of them. But I took about 80%. All the mushrooms, man. Even mushrooms that they had no name, because the name was freaking miles long and very difficult, because they're Thai. They're the Thai herbs, Thai mushroom, medicinal mushrooms. And so now this here is my account. Somebody else may be taking herbs every single day and less, with a different type of diet, with a different type of scenario than me, and they can say, though, not for me. So this is why it becomes personal, which is my own story. I'm not trying to relay anything. If anyone watches this and you may be scared away, don't be scared away, because you know who can predict what's around the corner for us? And then so I'll be 60 in 2 weeks. What am I hearing? Oh, this person caught this. They're in the hospital. I had a friend. He recently died of cancer. I think he was younger than me. And so I'm hearing these things. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, if only he knew about herbs. And it's true. There is a factor where herbs could come in and cleanse the hell out of you, because they'll grab the shit, the toxins and the garbage, and they'll freaking detox your system. That's for sure, because I know that 100%. And I think a lot of the feelings I felt afterwards was my body detoxing itself above its means. Like the herbs were going in there, and it was still cleaning stuff out. And what happened was that the stuff that it cleaned out I probably needed. So it wasn't the bad stuff. And so this is just biceps today. And I had made a note to do more biceps. I think I said it already. And so I'm pretty much done with this video. This video is really one of the most important videos for me, because since I'm monitoring my life, I'm recording every single thing that goes on, so that I could let me hold it here for a while. Oh my God, it's heavy. Okay. So I think I'm gonna do one more, man, just for the, but I feel almost like, so this is like close to it. And so I want to get my biceps. Let's see. Freaking, I learned so much here on this channel, man. The lighting, how's the lighting? If the sun came out, I have more cuts, the definition, depending. It's all freaking images and trickery. That's the whole freaking spiel of bodybuilding, man. So, negatives. So I'm doing I'm mimicking Dorian Yates' lifestyle where he recorded all his workouts and everything like that, but the life of me. Because Dorian Yates recorded his everything he did, but I'm doing everything plus, like my life, my sleep, my habits, and I make videos about our well-being and stuff, happiness and sadness and loneliness, and I cover as much as possible. This channel is gold. I know that I'm too young of a channel, but if anyone really came across this channel, you can't lose because it's real time. Like my accounts to herbs, it's a fact. Like it's an actual life fact. So that's it for this workout. Okay. So this brings this freaking workout to a close. I think I covered everything about herbs, man. And so, you know, it's a really freaking breakthrough for me to just stop and to be on this side feeling great every single day. I used to ask myself, like while I was on herbs during that phase, because I thought maybe I was getting hit with that whatever problem I had where I went to the doctors for a year and a half, that I was getting a hit with a wave of that. And I was freaking asking, when am I gonna feel just really good, man? I was asking myself, and now I feel it. I feel fantastic. I want to do more stuff. I freaking have all this freaking focus, and I have focus before, even while like kind of screwed up on the herbs. But now I am freaking on fire. And so anyway, I freaking knocked in my freaking biceps really nice. So this ends our workout. I like the way I continue, and I said I'll stop. That's freaking working out for you, man. So anyway, this covers everything that I wanted to say about my freaking life with herbs. And so until the next one, my biceps are shot, man. Oh boy, I am done.